Fernando, I mean, you want kids, preferably boys. They're more affordable. Sorry, ladies. That's the truth. Boys are more affordable. If you don't feel like you're financially there yet and you're comfortable, then you're not ready yet. The time-old debate on waiting to have kids versus people who had kids young, or simply against people who don't want kids at all and their reasoning for it. I don't have kids. I only have Frankie, so I can't really comment on that. Very quickly, Fernando, I mean, you want kids, so I'm sure you'll have some interesting points on that.
Well, I would just, I mean, again, I'm 47. So, I mean, I've gone a good portion of my adult life working, going to school, getting degrees. I've partied a lot. And I think that I'm grateful for that sequence in the way it's happened, because I think that had I not done all those things, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I think that could I've had a chance to have had children, let's say with other relationships, let's say in my 20s or 30s? Absolutely. But would I have been where I'm at? Would I have still been as hungry professionally? And would I have still had the ambition that I have? No. I think, listen, I run into tons of my friends from high school that had kids relatively like in their 20s, and now their kids are in college, but they're exhausted. So now they're trying to enjoy a little bit of like their 40s or early 50s.
Right.
And when they travel, it's like, it's exhausting to them. Like they don't have that same energy. Right. Not to say, now again, I think that because I've gotten a lot of things out of my system, I feel confident again. And the reason I date is because of procreation. Like I'm looking to have a baby. I feel comfortable enough where like, okay, you know what? I've lived so much of my life that if now I can commit myself to taking care of another human being, because I want that legacy, a child, hopefully children, preferably boys. They're more affordable. Sorry, ladies. That's the truth. Boys are more affordable. I would want that. I feel I'm going to be like, you know what? I've accomplished what I need to accomplish. I'm not going to have this itch where, listen, I know plenty of people that do media that maybe did it in their 30s, had kids and try to get back into the game. They couldn't do it. They were exhausted mentally, physically from having to take care of kids, that now that hunger isn't there anymore. Right. And, you know, and I know a lot of talented people that I said, man, if he or she had stuck with it, I think that they'd be better off than where they're at right now. And it sucks. Again, there's no right or wrong answer. But for me, again, dude, I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. Like the universe has put me in a position where I am exactly where I need to be. And let me make the most of it. Let me do my best to not be Dan Marino, but be Joe Montana.
I understand. You know, what I would say with that is I would probably tell women to try to have kids as young as possible. Not like 16, but like in their early 20s, mid 20s. And it sounds like a double standard, but have men try to wait as much as possible. Because again, the women have to preserve their value. And again, if they end up waiting in their 30s, 40s, 50s to procreate a kid, their value ends up going down in the sexual marketplace.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
For a man, we need to build our value. And I would even tell them to push having kids until you become successful or you're satisfied with, you know, where you're at the moment. Like if you don't feel like you're financially there yet and you're comfortable and you can easily take care of your girlfriend or your wife and be a provider for her, and then be a provider on top of that for another human being, for 2 human beings, for 3 human beings, then you're not ready yet. And I think you need to, again, step up 10 levels, 20 levels, and make that money become valuable, build that value so that you can eventually have some kids.
Absolutely. And I think it also adds to the point of like, you have to have them when you know you can have them. And I think then everybody differentiates that the same. I think men do differently than women. Again, I'm at a point where the universe is like, hey, listen, I'm hoping, you know, I'm crossing my fingers that I'm going to have a baby or 2, hopefully with the right woman, because I've accomplished A, B, and C. I know plenty of people in their 30s, dude, late 30s, that said, let me have a baby. Maybe my career's not going where it's supposed to. Let me have a baby. And it's fulfilling. I don't know one parent that I know of that doesn't feel fulfilled being a parent, but did they sacrifice a career that, hey, I had a chance to be really big in this, and they give it up for a family. That's noble. That's great. Fortunately, again, I've been able to accomplish a lot. I'm hoping that the universe rewards me by now. Hey, listen, I worked on me. I worked on bettering me. Please reward me now with what I'm looking for. Again, the Lombardi Trophy, the World Series Trophy, the Jim O'Brien Trophy. That's the NBA trophy, now that I remember. The Jim O'Brien Trophy. That's what I'm looking for now. Hopefully I get there.